Welcome everybody to our first virtual Negociantes Unidos meeting. Thank you everyone for joining us. Today's presentation theme is going to be the state of our community college, and we will be having as our keynote speaker, Dr. Paul Parnell joining us. And before we get started with welcome remarks, I want to do a quick guide through of how to submit questions and comments throughout the meeting. If you're joining us from a computer, you can find this option by simply clicking the chat feature on your computer screen. If you're using a tablet, you can find this feature by clicking the participant icon and then clicking the chat icon. And if you're joining us from a mobile device, you will have to click where it says more on the right corner, and then you will find the chat options. And you can also submit reactions. So we're trying to keep as engaged as possible. And towards the end of the presentation, we will be having a breakout session, and we encourage participants to enable their camera if they wish to participate. And with that, I would like to introduce to you our President and CEO, Dora Westerlund. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you. And like I was saying, I miss those hugs, but I'll send you a virtual hug. So on behalf of the Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation, Board of Directors, and our team, I would like to give you a warm welcome to our first, like Sandra said, first in 20 years virtual meeting, Negociantes Unidos breakfast meeting. I hope that you and your family and loved ones are staying safe and healthy during this time of shelter in place. And before moving forward to thanking our sponsors, I'd like to thank our keynote speaker, Dr. Paul Parnell, for accepting to be with us this morning. Thank you, Dr. Parnell. It's so nice to see you, but especially nice to see Sylvia. So thank you so much. And I'll continue by thanking, and thank you, Lisa, for joining us this morning. It's your birthday, so happy birthday to you. And many, many more, my sister. So I'd like to thank our sponsors, and that's Bank of the West, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chevron, Donna Giselle's, JP Morgan Chase, Comcast, Union Bank, and the Federal Home Loan Bank Reserve of San Francisco. So thank you so much for providing us your support during this time. And I like to as well mention that Union Bank this year doubled their sponsorship to us due to all of COVID-19, and we're very excited because of that. So thank you, Union Bank, for your continued support to our organization. So without, let's continue now. I kind of want to give you an update, and I hope everyone is having their coffee. I know that Al is already having his breakfast, but you know, about 4 years ago, we got these cups, my team and I, and that's my coffee, and it says Fresno Hispanic Foundation, but in the back it says "No pales, sigue, sigue." So, you know, it reminds me of like what we have been doing, you know, right now. Like we haven't stopped. We're like going on and on and on, and that's what, you know, we have been doing. So since we went into shelter in place in March 16, our organization has had around 18 webinars, so twice a week since we went into shelter in place, and then we had assisted with the Paycheck Protection Program. And I know that Wells Fargo is going to have a workshop, and we'll announce it, about how to submit so that your loan can be forgiven. But I just want to say that we helped assisted over and hundreds of people with that, and then of course, you know, we help over 250 people with one-on-one TA, people that were affected by COVID-19. So we're just honored that we can help continue providing our microloans and continue providing our technical assistance. And a program that we are so proud of right now is our Womenpreneur and Latinapreneur. And we have over 150 women that are connected to this program and for 4 months, and we will be providing them a $5,000 grant at the end of the program. So we're very, very excited about that. And of course, we're working on a partnership as well with the Eva Longoria Foundation. So as I said, we'll keep on going with all our programs and services, and please contact us if you have any questions. Yesterday, we heard about a scam with the PPP program. This person, Latino business, had to pay $20,000 for an application. So I just want to let you know that we are providing information at no cost, and please tell business owners that they do not have to pay to access this federal funds. So, just want to remind you of that. And then, of course, we continue supporting our small business, and in an effort to support and continue supporting our small business, we have partnered with the Elbow Room. Mike Sherinian has been a good member and a good friend of our organizations of our organization for many years. And we are so glad to let you know all of you participants today will be getting a $15 gift certificate at the Elbow Room. So please have a drink or an appetizer on us while you have lunch or dinner at the Elbow Room as well, so we can support our small businesses. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce our good friend at the Elbow Room, Mike Sherinian.
Hi, Dora. Hey, I want to thank you for having me on, and Lisa, happy birthday. She's like my favorite person in the world for all the great things she does. Hey, I want to sweeten this a little bit, Dora. You and I already arranged on this, but I'm going to make it $25, and the difference is on me. How's that sound?
Woo!
Okay. So
thank
yeah,
you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Yeah, so I know you've got an important meeting here, but I want, that's my way of saying thank you, and the additional amount is on me. And I want to just thank you for always including me. And I would like and hope to be more active moving forward in any way that I can help you and your organization. Dora, you'll let me know the mechanics of how I can get these $25 gift cards to everybody. Is that correct?
Yes, we will make sure that we have everyone's information at the end of the workshop, so that we can send you that information, and we can send their gift certificate.
Yeah, great. So I am happy to have our staff mail these gift cards out to each and everybody that is a part of your group here. So as long as I get names and addresses, my team will put it together. And bless you for all the good things you do in the community. Okay.
Thank you, Mike, for your support, and we'll continue supporting small businesses. And thank you so much. I'm so glad you are reopened, and so we'll see you soon there.
Great, thank you. Okay, have a great meeting. I appreciate all of you. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and now, perfect. So thank you so much. And now, to continue our program, I would like to introduce you our board member, Fausto Hinojosa, and he is a CPA at Price Patron Company, and he will introduce our keynote speaker. So thank you so much, Fausto, for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Dora. Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here, and it is exciting to be part of the first Zoom Negociantes Unidos. So one of the fascinating things about the tragedy that has befallen all of us is that we are resilient, and we still find ways to support each other, to take care of each other, to help our small business community, whether they be minority owned or not. I'm, as a board member, treasurer now, and former chair of the board, I would just like to take, before introducing Dr. Parnell here, just 30 seconds to say thank you to Dora and Yeti and Sandra and the team for the phenomenal job that they've been doing over the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I don't know how long this has gone, but they did not miss a beat or a step. As soon as the order to shut down was in place, they immediately transitioned to continue to provide services. And I'm involved with various other groups and through my work, but to see the effectiveness of their transition and the way that they didn't leave anybody behind was phenomenal. So thank you to our team for putting this together this morning, but for all of the webinars and information. You guys really are doing a phenomenal job. So thank you. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Parnell, and although I've been around him in different settings, I can't say that I know him well. I was able to enjoy dinner with him, and it's probably been a couple years ago now, and I don't know if he remembers, but we were at Vino and Friends. We were having dinner and wine, not just wine, so it was okay. Dr. Parnell, though, we know is an outstanding educator here in our community, obviously representing Fresno City College, State Center Community College District, rather. He is the chancellor of the district, which includes 3 colleges, Fresno City, Reedley, and Clovis Community College, serving over 60,000 students. And so we all support Fresno State, obviously, but we have quite a jewel here in State Center Community College District. And the work that they are doing, I am sure that there are a lot of us on this call that have benefited from what State Center Community College District, Fresno City, and Reedley have done here in our communities. He led Norco College prior from July 2012 to March 2016 as its 2nd president. He's held and served successfully in leadership positions at colleges renowned for their academic excellence, student success, innovation, stellar career opportunities, diversity, multi-site complex environment. He also served as VP of Academic Affairs at Rio Hondo College in Whittier and a dean at Chaffee College in Rancho Cucamonga. Prior to that, he has extensive management and teaching experience in community college environment. I didn't know this, but he retired honorably from the United States Air Force in 1993. Thank you, Dr. Parnell, for serving your country. He earned a PhD in education, psychology and community college studies from Oregon State University, and a master's in counseling and psychology from Ball State University. Dr. Parnell and his wife, Sylvia, come from families with deep roots in community colleges. It's my pleasure to introduce and to welcome here to this Zoom meeting this morning, our prime speaker, Dr. Parnell. Thank you, sir.
Fausto, thank you very much. I hope the audio is good. Dora and Sandra, you make sure that it sounds all right, and I'll put on the headsets if it starts getting warbling. Fausto, that was a great introduction. I hardly need to give a speech. Support like that for our community colleges. You said it all, but I'll say it again. So sometimes that's good learning, is by repeating the truth over and over again. It's good to see a lot of people that I know. I was reflecting, I don't know, I think Michael, it may not still be on, but my first meeting here, dinner meeting, was at the Elbow Room. And I sat down with some community members, and we set out our dreams of where we wanted to go and how we wanted to make changes for the better. And your community colleges, all of you, and I've got some fact checkers with me here. I notice in our audience, I've got Alicia Rios and Stephanie Babb. So if I mess up, they will just interject and give you the anything that I might have been slightly inaccurate about. But our community college, Fausto, you're right. We have now we have almost 68,000 students. And In about 1 week, a week and a half or so, we will have the next community college in the state of California, which is Madera. And so we have over 30,000 students that are at Fresno City College. We have over 12,000 students down at Reedley College. We have another 12,000, Stephanie will say that, probably up to 13,000 at Clovis, and nearly 6,000 students up at Madera. We just had our virtual graduation ceremonies this last week. We hope to bring students back and be able to give them all those high fives and hugs and congratulate those more graduates than we've ever had. We think, I'm still waiting on the total, but well over 6,000 students graduating with degrees and certificates. Your community colleges are I think, essential to our recovery. We, like all of you, our board, we had a special meeting on March 13th. We declared an emergency situation. All of our courses, with the exception of nursing, police, and fire, and some of those essential first responders, all of our courses were transitioned to online. And that was incredible. Our faculty and our staff did that in a matter of a couple of weeks. And to make that kind of transition for people that were not teaching online to go online is pretty incredible. That was a great feat in itself. And we didn't lose too many students, which was really good. Some of the great things that happened as a result of this is we've delivered, and some great generosity from people in the community, gave computers, laptops. We set up hotspots where students could, if they weren't too close to get Wi-Fi, they could drive into a parking lot and get connected so they could finish their courses. Summer, we're going to be online again, and fall, we're going to be predominantly online, with the exception of those courses that have to be taught face-to-face. You, as the Hispanic Area Foundation, I have so many good memories of Dora and Yeti and I, and we had several great visits down to Ensenada, and yes, Fausto, we did drink a little bit of wine down there. But it was strictly educational. It was for our enology program, and so we had to taste, I think, every wine at every winery in the Valle de Guadalupe. Wasn't that right, Dora? I think she'll confirm that. And Yeti was my interpreter during the whole time. We also got to meet Presidente Fox, Vicente Fox, down there, and we've established relationships. When we can get back to travel again, we want to do that. You know this, but our students are 59% of our students at our community colleges, your community colleges, are Hispanic, have Hispanic backgrounds. That's 59%, and it'll be 60% very soon. That means we're a predominantly Hispanic serving institution, and we band together with Hispanic serving institutions all across the country, and we are one of those leaders. One of the things that I wanted you to know is the commitment of all of our colleges to making sure that we serve all of our students in this community, and that does mean all. And it is quite a challenge, because our students come from less advantaged backgrounds for the most part. We do have some students parents that are really smart. I heard some people talking about in our chat here beforehand that you were talking about for students finishing, your children finishing up at Fresno City or Reedley or Clovis or up at Madera. And I will tell you right now, if I had children, I do have children, but if I had them getting ready to go to college, I would get them to your local community college, because it's $46 a credit unit. And a lot of times, if you come from a disadvantaged background, it doesn't cost you anything for tuition. And so I would really encourage you, everyone that you know, now's the time to not sit back and take a year off. Now's the time to get on with your education, get all your general education done, or maybe look for getting a certificate. I'd like to just highlight some of the great programs that we have. You can start on a licensed vocational nursing program up at Madera. We have the largest nursing program in the state of California at Fresno City College. We are the area's producer of police and fire experts Academy. We've just purchased about 40 acres down in Southeast Fresno, and that 40 acres is going to house our First Responders Academy. And we're continuing on with all of those kinds of projects. The West Fresno project, we have 40 acres. It's going to be a beautiful campus. We're going to continue with that. It will serve an area of our community that has been underserved for from the history that I've read for 50, 70 years, for a long time. And so we're going to build a campus. It's going to have our probably the largest automotive program west of the Mississippi that will be out there. But students can also come and get all of their credits they need to transfer to Cal State or to UCs. You may know this or you may not. Over 50% of our students at Cal State, like Fresno State, come from community colleges. And over 8,000 of our students go to Fresno State. We work very closely with Dr. Joe Castro and students of this COVID crisis. As you all know, the budget crisis is significant. We are probably going to see a 5 to 10% cut on our budget. Right now, the governor predicted $54 billion deficit. To us in education, that's about an $18 billion cut to our budget. And so we right now are taking measures. It's my goal not to have anyone lose their job, not to have any layoffs or any furloughs. And we're working hard to do that. So we're looking to save money in every other way that we can and put our focus on our students and on their safety first. And so that's going to be our task and our goal, and we're going to work hard to try to do that. It means making some very difficult budgetary decisions, but that's having people here to serve students is our number one goal. As I look at the future, I think we're going to have a couple of years. Our budget people are predicting where we're going to have some severe crisis, but our goal will be to keep everyone employed. When we went remote, we kept everyone employed. Everyone got paid. So our payroll people were some of the people we declared essential, and they worked and make sure that no one lost a paycheck while we're doing this, and we're going to continue to do this. Now we have frozen a lot of positions, and that's sad because we really need a lot of those, but we don't. We're looking at the future, not to extend ourselves, and we don't want to lay off anyone or have any impacts to families. So our number one goal is to serve those 68,000 students. There may be even more. It's hard to predict exactly, but I'm guessing a lot of people will take the opportunity to attend their community college because we're still in business. We're going to offer just as many sections. We're going to keep our faculty employed both full-time and part-time. And that's kind of the focus for the future, to continue to serve the community with a lot of the training and the programs that I've outlined for you. I've left out a few of the great programs out at Clovis. They're going to be starting occupational therapy. They have pharmacy technology programs. They have some of the best biology, microbiology labs. I've had people from Fresno State visit, and they're envious of the labs. And so people that are going into the sciences like to go out and see those. We're going to build a brand new science building at Fresno City. We're going to build a new parking structure so people can find better parking. We're going to be, as I mentioned, the Police and Fire Academy in the West Fresno campus. We're going to be building a new academic village building up at Madera. We have 30 acres. We're going to be building a new campus up at Oakhurst. And down at Reedley, we're already building a new science building. Reedley, as you may or may not know, is the largest farm college in the state of California, community college farm. And we grow our own oranges and grapes and raise, we have horses and pigs and chickens and cows. And anyway, it's a great farm. And it's a great place for our students to learn forestry. Forestry is one of the new emerging industries because of all the beetle bark trees and infested, and they're going to be harvesting lots of timber, and there are a lot of jobs. The fire season is coming on us, and we train. We're one of the few wildland fire training courses, and that's out at the Reedley. You also can get your pilot license out at Reedley, and your pilot aircraft maintenance certificates out at Reedley. So there's programs for people and for all of our students, the opportunities to get an education that leads you to a family wage earning job are just incredible. So with that, I am proud to be the chancellor. I've got great staff. We have over 3,000 people that are working hard on you and your students' behalf. And we look to partner, continue the great partnership with the Hispanic Area Foundation. And every once in a while, my Argentine connection will bring some good food. Maybe not as good as Al's breakfast that he showed us, but Sylvia, my wife, is probably the best empanada maker, you know, that I know. So we look forward to continuing relationships, and when we can travel again to places close by and take our students there as well. So thank you for the invitation. Great to see all of you. Dora and Yeti and Sandra, thank you for the warm invitation and sharing a virtual breakfast. Sylvia has given me my cafe for the morning, and so I will salute all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Purnell, for joining us this morning and giving us an update on the State Center Community College. It is just an honor to have you and to see you. And yes, we are going to have to do some other trips, educational trips. So thank you so much. Sandra, or I think Yeti, you can continue with the program.
Thank you. I would like to introduce our board member, Porfirio Rios, who will be sharing with us our renewal members. So Porfirio, let's welcome.
Hey guys, good morning. I'm Porfirio, one of the board members. Dr. Purnell, thank you for all the information. I actually live here in Wheatley, and I learned a few things about what the Wheatley Community College offers, so that's great information. And Mike, thank you for that awesome gift card that you gave to all of us. I can go back and eat there once a week like I used to, especially on Thursdays. My chicken pozole is delicious. And thank you very much. First of all, I would like to say thank you for our members who renewed Hampton Inn, Homewood Suites, the Ronald McDonald's House of Charities, California Bank and Trust, Pascuzzi and Stoker, JD Foods. And I also would like to welcome our new members, Carmelita's Pan Casero, Dark Horse Intelligence, World Financial Group, the Alpha Cat Syndrome Beauty, Metro Networks LLC, and New York Life. Thank you guys for joining our foundation and being a part of our organization.
Thank you, Porfirio. And before moving on to our breakout session, I want to share that some upcoming webinars that we have lined up for this week. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. we will have a Spanish webinar focusing on wellness. I know last week we had the pleasure of having Dr. Jackie Ryle as well as Don Golig, and our speakers for tomorrow is going to be Diana Diaz, who is the founder of Real Authentic Woman Wellness, and we'll also be joined by Doctora Tatiana Prado and the Consul Maria Fernanda Cámara Perez. This invitation is open to everyone that's joining us today, and you can also visit our website to sign up. And next week on Thursday, June 4 at 11 a.m., we are glad to partner with Dr. Stephen Allen, faculty member at University of Phoenix. So thank you, University of Phoenix, for that connection, who will be, and the presenter will be talking on sharing some thoughts and also ideas, suggestions on how businesses can get back into the workforce and into getting started with revamping their business plan to survive during COVID-19. And I would also like to take this moment to invite everyone. You can unmute yourself and joining us to celebrating Lisa Cáceres' birthday. So I know we wanted to do a quick little happy birthday to Lisa.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday to you.
There's a delay in bandwidth.
Thank you everyone for helping us welcome her, giving her virtual birthday hugs. And with that, I know we still have a few minutes here for the meeting, and this is what we have going on for the breakout session. So I will be encouraging everyone to enable their video option if they wish to participate. And it's 60 seconds just to introduce themselves and share about their business, product, or service. Also opening it up to share maybe some a skill set that they've gained during quarantine, shelter in place. So I'll be starting to do the breakout session. So thank you. As we conclude our presentation here, I want to say thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Parnell, for sharing us some great information of State Center Community College District and the expansion and the impact that is being done with our local talent, our students. And I would like to introduce now my team member, Yeri Olivares, to remind everyone about the business opportunity, gift card opportunity that we're doing, and also closing remarks. So thank you, Yeri.
Thank you, Sandra. Well, it's very nice to see everyone. Thank you, Dr. Parnell. Your Spanish continues to get better. So that was great. Las mañanitas. Thank you as well to all of our members that renewed and that joined us. We really appreciate your support, and we look forward to continue helping our members out with any needs that they have. Lisa, happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing day today. I won't forget your birthday anymore because it's also my brother's birthday today. So very special people with birthdays today. And as Sandra mentioned, you will be receiving what will now be a $25 gift card. The Fresno Area Hispanic Foundation is providing you with the $15 gift card to support the Elbow Room, and Mike Shirinen will be matching an additional $10. So you will be receiving an email with a Google form that you will fill out, and you will be using that to claim your gift card. It will be sent to you directly, so please provide us with your information when you get the Google form so that we can get that over to you. With that, unless there's any additional questions, I know there's a few more questions coming in the chat box there for Dr. Parnell that we can connect you with. But other than that, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope everybody has a great rest of your day.
Thank you.